Up me ducks, it's Simon back again today. Hope everybody's doing all right. Welcome to the Hermit's Cave. So we continue on with the 6 decks by Destiny. And yesterday I showed a deck that proved to be very popular. Lots of people were saying how much they liked it, which is the Sakura Spring Tarot. So that went up yesterday. And people have been saying what they want to see in order. And today we're going to be looking at Location, the Spirit of Place tarot deck, which I have shown before. So this is but this was just a sample version. And I've noticed there's a difference in thickness. So either, because this is the Kickstarter edition, either the cards are in better cardstock, or there's some extras in here, but it does say 78 plus 7 special cards. But this also had 7 special cards, which are the 7 wonders of the world, if I recall. So I'll take out the original deck, and it had this lovely black edge gilding to it. And the beautiful thing about these, if I can make it happen, is you get the scene, okay? You get the scene from the RWS, but when you tilt it, if you can see there, then the image comes through of our beautiful Empress. So it tends to work better actually under artificial light. I should maybe wait until it gets a little bit darker. And then the cards at the back, no, they're just, where are we? There's some, that's the Fool, that's our Fool, as you can see here, it appears. Where are the cards? So we get the 7 wonders of the world. Oh, there we go, we get these extra cards here. So that was my kind of sample edition, but the cardstock and quality of this deck was phenomenal. So I'm intrigued. These are the backs as well, which are really, really beautiful. I'm going to pull the blinds. I feel now we're almost in spring, it's almost criminal to pull the blinds when we get these lovely sunny evenings, but I want you to be able to see the images properly, so bear with. Okay, so this should give us a little bit better effect. So here we have the 3 of Cups. You won't necessarily know this is the 3 of Cups. We just get this kind of landscape, the sky. But then when you turn the card, you get this beautiful image appearing of the 3 of Cups, as you can see here. So, and this is a really nice thick deck. It's probably one of the most thick decks I've got. And this box is even thicker. So it'll be interesting to see what we get here. So let's just take the plastic off. And do you know what? This is really testing my, what's the word? You know, my resolve not to rip open all these decks by asking you which ones you want to see, and having all these decks next to me that are unopened and still sealed. It's quite challenging, but it's teaching me patience. So, and I've been itching to have a look at this one, because if you did see the walkthrough I did last year of the sample deck, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I kind of compared it, not quite sure where that candle's gone out, compared it with decks, and every time I do this I forget what it's called. Why isn't this working? Stay lit. No, it's just not playing ball, this one, is it? I've had to change the candle. Hopefully we're sorted now. Yeah, and the deck that I was referring to was the Spacious Tarot. And I was saying this kind of has that same vibe for me, where you more concentrate on the space around than what's, you know, than the actual kind of central figure. It's great for pathworking, but with the addition of still having that hidden gem. And I was halfway to Two of Swords. Look at that for the Two of Swords. I was halfway through doing a walkthrough when I realised what was happening, because you don't get any instructions or anything when these decks come. Anyway, it's gone a little bit dark now, so I'll put this light on. So the box, the usual, what we get from Destiny is these tuck boxes, quite nice quality, lovely soft finish. And it says location, spirit of place. And it's the author, just like yesterday, Mate Horror Number. The artwork is by Umsin Funfat. And then on the sides, we get 78 cards, 22 major, 40 minor, and 16 courts, and 7 special cards. And this is the Kickstarter exclusive, copy number 20. So this is copy number 20. Oh, let's have a look. So, oh, we've got holographic gilding now. So these are packaged really nicely. As always, with their decks, you get a certificate, which I always appreciate them. It's a little thing, but I really like them. So this certificate says that it's the Location Tarot, the Kickstarter edition, and it's copy number 20, and it's signed by Mate Horror Number and Umsin Funfat. And you'll see here as well, it's just the detail. Look at this, the leaves. It's such beautiful quality. They've kept the backs, oops, not the camera, sorry. They kept the backs the same. And we have this this cold stamping in this beautiful green, this metallic green for the leaves. Beautiful, really. It goes between gold and green. It's really nice. I like that. So the deck previously just had the gold. And cardstock feels pretty much the same. This might be a little bit, but we're splitting hairs, a little bit thicker. This is a thick deck. This is the edges, which is really nice. So on the sample, I got a matte black. So matte black edge. And now we get this with these beautiful rainbow colours. Look at that. It's really lovely. This is a chunky monkey, really is. Look at that, beautiful. So we get this extra card here that says, close your eyes, silence your mind, listen to your soul. Oh, I'm keeping that out. And what's hidden is, it's a lady's face, but it's made, well, I think it's a female face, not necessarily, but it's a face that's made out of leaves. Do you see that? I hope this is coming out clear enough. And we get the background here for our High Priestess, don't we, with the B and the J columns. I'm going to keep that out because I really like that quote. All right, let's pull the camera down. I'm not going to do just a walkthrough because it's really hard to, if I show you the cards, you're just going to see the background images. And it's really hard to then just keep twisting every time. So we get the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the king. So these are the extra 7 cards. The Great Wall of China, for example. This is Brazil, isn't it? It's the Christus, Taj Mahal, etc. So Machu Picchu. It's the the 7 wonders. That one actually is an additional card which has the Kickstarter on it, and then we get a beautiful card here. That one actually is in black embossed, and we get the green and gold on that side. That's really lovely. Okay, so let's pull down the camera. I think this will work. He says hopefully. Beautiful, beautiful deck. Okay, so as I mentioned, the idea with these decks really is that they require some work. When you look at them face on, you don't see anything other than a skyline, the landscape, the terrain. It's just beautiful because you can sit there and you can meditate on these images. You can do path working. You're not obstructed by any words or numbers. It is purely scenic. I wouldn't have minded. I like the fact that they're borderless, but I wouldn't have minded a border, because for path working, the way I tend to do it is I step through the border. The border almost becomes like a doorway or a portal that you can walk through. I'm just seeing if they're the same size as the previous one. I think they are. Actually, they're a little bit bigger now. Do you see that? A little bit wider and a little bit bigger. Touching the bottom to make sure they're aligned. So they're a little bit larger now. So here we have our Fool, and you can see, trying to think the best way to do this so you can see it. There we go. There's our Fool appearing. The Magician. This is a beautiful card, isn't it? I love the fact that it's night time, which you'd imagine it to be, you know. We see the moon in the card. And then our gorgeous High Priestess appears. It is such a cool concept. I think we showed this one already. Our Empress. The Emperor. A Hierophant, but even things like his staff, you know, it's there, you know, it's all there, the symbols are there. The two supplicants, the cross keys are quite clear there at the bottom, unless you look at them face on, and then they disappear. Our gorgeous lovers. Chariot. Then we have the Strength card. And what I will say, because I really do feel with this deck as well that the camera doesn't do it justice, really. They're easier to see from the naked eye than they do on camera, because on camera you're working with lights, the lens, and actually you only have to tilt this to that direction, and now I can see a perfectly formed hermit, but not so on camera. So just in case you're unsure that it's not that clear, it is clear. Here we have the World. And I don't think it's any clearer with the light off. I think it'll be too dark like that, but we can try. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's a little clearer with the light off. Here we have our Hanged Man. I mean, we recognise the backgrounds. I think in some of the minors it becomes a little bit more difficult. But then, look at the death. And you can't feel it either. I don't know how they've done it. You've got a very smooth card. It's so clever. Temperance. And we have our Devil. star. Just noticing there's like a shadow appearing. Maybe if I put the light on again, that might rectify that. Yeah, it does. We'll keep the light on. So for the moon, we get the moon, the face appears. You can see there in the moon itself. We get the wolf and the hound and the crayfish. Sun. We have our judgment card. And the world. And of course there's a creature in each corner. Okay, so that's the majors. We have our minors. I really wish this would show as clearly. I wonder if I can take a photograph and insert it just so you can see. Mind you, it's still on camera, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to stop talking now and just let you see these images to continue with the music and let you just see these images. But I've got to say, just before I do stop talking, even without the extra effect, you know, just the image itself is really beautiful. Really nice, beautiful artwork for the backgrounds. Okay, so there we have it. I loved my original copy, which is the sample copy. They have improved it. The cards are a little bit bigger. We've got this very unusual but effective edging with these beautiful prism of colours against a metallic black, this holographic effect. Cardstock is thicker. I've got to say, this is so beautiful. I mean, all their decks are gorgeous in terms of the way they produce them. I think this is probably about 400 GSM. It's nice and thick. The only downside is trying to get things to appear on camera, because I can't show you the clarity that I see. All I have to do with this card when I look at it face on is I see the scenery and then I tilt it, and now I can see the fool and the fool's dog perfectly. But on camera, I've got to try and get the light to dance over it. You don't have to do that in you know, in real life off camera, but it's beautiful. This is staying out because I'm going to be working with this deck over the next few days, because I've been very excited for it. Let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I think the next one on the list is Old School, then Teddy Tarot, and then Kitty Corn is joint now with Linescape, the next generation. And again, when I do Linescape, I'll be able to compare it with the first edition, which I have to. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be. Thank you.